In this video, we're going to continue breaking down the quest lore for Bastion. Now, this is the 4th episode in the series, so if you missed the last episode, then go ahead and click this link right over here. I'll also put the links for the previous episodes down below. Having said that, let's jump in and find out what's going on in World of Warcraft. Before we get started, my name is Quaylen, and I cover the quest lore that so many people skipped reading while playing WoW. So if you'd like to have all the lore summarized for you, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I drop a new episode. Okay, let's do a little recap of the last chapter. In chapter 3, we met up with Iridia, and we began helping the aspirants who were beginning to drift away from their beliefs. Then the Temple of Purity was attacked by the Forsworn, led by someone named Lysonia, leading you to ring the Vespers in order to bring them back to order. After Vasiphone beats Lysonia in a fair fight, Lysonia retreats, leaving a fragment of her memory behind, which you're then tasked to bring it to the mnemonic Locus to learn more about her history. As always, if you'd like to watch that episode in detail, then go ahead and click the link down below for chapter 3. But if you're already caught up, then let's jump into chapter 4 and see what's going on in Bastion. Now that you have the fragment of Lysonia, you speak with Kalea, who tells you that we need to know more about the attack that just happened, and that by bringing the fragment to the mnemonic Locus, we can look through its memories to uncover the Forsworn's plan. Pelagos heads out to warn the heroes Rest of a potential second attack, while Kalea travels with you. So now you leave the area called Purity's Reflection, and travel to the mnemonic Locus. Once you arrive, the image of the Locus Keeper Nemes says that access is currently closed, which is not a good thing. So you run up to Mykonikos, who holds the title of Forgelight Prime. He says that the Forsworn have taken over the place, but he mentions that the previous Forgelight Prime recorded everything, and that if we can find the designs for this place, then maybe we can restore it back to proper functionality. So he wants you to find the Locus manual among the scrolls that are just scattered around everywhere. The Centurions in the Locus are all now serving the Forsworn, and Mykonikos wants you to extract their cores, because they contain anima which he'll use to power the Locus. So while you're out gathering the scrolls, make sure to collect 12 Centurion cores. Now you head out, kill the Centurions for their cores, and grab the manual to this place. Once that's done, you head back to Mykonikos. He checks out the scroll that you brought him, and says that the soul mirrors and the Locus are tied together. If we restore anima to the soul mirrors, then they should bring the Locus back to proper functionality. From here, you activate the soul mirrors, which gets the Locus back up and running. That's when Kalea sees an opportunity to ask the Forgelight Prime if the Locus can extract the memory from Lysonia's fragment. So you run up to Mykonikos, and for having brought the Locus back up, he rewards you with the reverberating silver band. Now he tells you that it may be possible to extract memories from the fragment, but because it's not an entire Kyrian, it might explode when the extractors are placed on it. Who knows, it might even attack you. So you're to grab whatever resembles a Forsworn when the extractors start working. Once everything starts up, you see different memory images being extracted from the fragment. Some are purple, resembling that of the Forsworn. When killing them, they leave memory fragments on the ground. After collecting 10 of them, Mykonikos says to take them to the soul mirrors to view their memories. So you run up to the fragment and teleport out of the current dream state that you're in. Not sure what else you want to call it, but that's what it really felt like. The scene transitions from a bright light leading you to speak with Kalea. She says that you now carry a piece of Lysonia with you, and if you use it on the soul mirrors, then you'll be able to draw out Lysonia's memories, which will hopefully reveal what the Forsworn have been planning all along. So as Mykonikos runs off and Kalea follows, you run up to the mirrors, and each one tells you a little bit about what Lysonia went through while aligning herself with the Forsworn, all the way up to the events right before the attack on the Temple of Purity. After the 3rd mirror event, Kalea chimes in and tells you that there might be a 4th mirror located to the north of here. So you head out, and make your way to the next mirror's location, which is located in the Vault of Memory. Once you arrive, you activate the 4th mirror, which shows the shrouded figure from before, giving Uther orders to deliver the reckoning of the Forsworn to Bastion. It then tells Lysonia that it has a lot more to share. And that's when the memory stops, because the Locus Keeper Nemes says that we don't have the authority to view this memory. So you run up to the newly arrived Mykonikos, who's really upset that the Nemes in the area aren't obeying him. So he wants this one reset, and you're gonna have to fight it while he reprograms it. So Mykonikos jumps on its head and begins to work. while you and Kalea fight off the Nemesis. Once it's reprogrammed, it acknowledges Mykonikos and says it's good to see him again. When speaking with it, it rewards you with the Courageous Aspirant's Helm. It then says that the memory that you're trying to access can only be viewed from the Vault of the Archon. And in order to gain access to that vault, you need to collect 2 different offerings and present them to the Guardians that watch over it. Luckily, the offerings were hidden from the Forsworn. And the Forged Light Prime, aka Mykonikos, is the only one who can grant access to the vault. Bad thing is, the directions to the offerings are very vague. So now you head out. And while looking for the offerings, an image of the Nemesis shows up directing you where to go. After collecting the 2 offerings, you head to the vault. When you arrive, the Nemesis says to place the offerings before the Guardians to gain access to it. But to be prepared because the Forsworn are looking for the exact same thing, so they might attack you. So you place the 2 offerings in front of the Guardians, which enables you to run inside of the vault. And when you're there, you run up to Mykonikos, who's working on taking down the barrier to the chamber below. That's when the Forsworn come in and begin attacking Kalea, who's calling for your help. While you're defending the vault, Mykonikos finishes breaking down the barrier. So you head in there. And the Vault Keeper Nemesis says that you have a unique signature, similar to one of the Paragons. And if you know which one, then you can peer into their souls to see their memories. Now you head to the Soul Mirrors and activate them one by one. The last one reveals an event in which Lysonia asks why Uther was sent away. The shrouded figure says that his gaze was too narrow, and that we don't fight for Bastion alone, because there is another power at play. This whole dialogue confirms to Kalea that the Forsworn are in league with the Maw. Now you run up to the Nemesis, and it figures out that you want to leave, which it then tells you to use the transporter in the antechamber. So you follow the group into the other room, while Kalea says that we need to have an audience with the Archon, which you should have had a long time ago, but I won't get into that again. Once you reach the room, you use the teleporter and fly out of the vault, landing safely outside. Once there, you run up to Kalea, who says that we need to tell the Archon everything about what just happened, thus completing the 4th chapter in Bastion. That's a bit better. I feel like we're getting more background on these different characters, so the lore is improving just a little bit. I haven't given up hope completely on this realm, so we'll just have to see where it goes. So if this is your kind of content, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure to hit that like button to spark that YouTube algorithm. And a big shout out to the Patreon subscribers for supporting this channel. Every donation helps with the cost that goes into making these episodes, and I can't thank you enough. And with that, we'll see you next week when we find out what's going on in Bastion in the Tales of Azeroth. We can look through its memories to uncover the Forsworn's plan. What?